Hi everyone, it's Avalon Intuitive. Welcome to a new pick a card. Today's topic is the missing puzzle piece from your story. So I'm very curious about what kinds of messages will come through. Maybe it will talk about something that is literally missing from your life. Maybe the missing puzzle piece is something that you don't see or don't know. So I will be very interested to see what kinds of messages come through and how they come through. But I hope that whatever comes through will be helpful and interesting for you. Before we get into the reading, if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Tarot, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. Let's get into it though. There are 4 groups to choose from as always. This is group 1 with aventurine, group 2 with calcite, group 3 with pyrite, and group 4 with pink jasper. So those are the groups. Take as much time as you need to choose. You can pause the video here if you need more time. If you chose group 1, I will start with you. If you chose any of the others, just go down to the timestamps in the description box and click on the time that corresponds to your group. Hi group 1, if you chose the first stone, the aventurine, let's get into your reading and see what is the missing puzzle piece from your story, from your life story. For pile 1, please, can we have 5 cards from this deck, please? What is the missing puzzle piece? This one wants to come out. We have the Tower. What is the missing puzzle piece from pile 1's story, please? This one wants to come out. The Tower, the Lovers, the Two of Cups, can we have 2 more cards, please? What is the missing puzzle piece? Thank you. We have the Emperor in reverse, Tower, the Lovers, the Two of Cups, Emperor in reverse. Can we have 1 more card, please? What is the missing puzzle piece? This one, the Magician. Okay, let's pull your oracle cards. For pile 1, please, what is the missing puzzle piece from pile 1's story, please? You may be putting too much emphasis on a romantic relationship or having a romantic relationship. Like the missing puzzle piece is that you put too much pressure on the concept of a romantic relationship, and you may be expecting, maybe you try to get all of your needs met through a romantic relationship, or there's too much emphasis on romance generally. Like there are other types of relationships that are just as important as romantic relationships. This kind of perspective is the missing puzzle piece to your story. Can we have 1 card from this deck, please? What is the missing puzzle piece to pile 1's story? This one wants to come out. Exciting news. Wedding. That almost wanted to come out in reverse. Unity. Like, it's almost like yeah, I don't know if with the Tower here you are wanting to have an experience with romance where you feel like it's love at first sight, and where it feels really fated, and having a soulmate and having someone that you're with forever. It's sort of like, it's almost like the person you're looking for is right in front of you. I don't know if you're kind of like thinking that you haven't met your soulmate yet, or haven't met the right person that you can spend the rest of your life with, because you think that it should feel like love at first sight, or feel like a lightning strike moment. But it's almost like the person you're looking for is right in front of you, or you've already met them. Maybe you're not capable, maybe you haven't seen that the person you're looking for is someone that you've already met. And maybe you're missing this because you're thinking that the right person for you, it would feel like some profound thing, whereas for you, meeting the one might be more subtle. But something else you're seeing is like, something else you're missing is that you may be putting too much pressure on the concept of a romantic relationship, like trying to get all your needs met through one type of relationship, the romantic relationship. You may be putting too much pressure on the notion of like finding someone you're going to be with forever. This may be clouding your judgment, or in your search for the one, you may be expecting more than what the average person can offer. And it might be causing you to not notice people who are right in front of you. Like with the Magician here, I don't know if you're kind of like looking for someone in love, and you think that, and you're like wanting to have a love that kind of is life-changing with the Magician here, or that changes your life in some way. Maybe you're searching for someone who you think can change your life or turn your life around or something. And it might be causing you to not consider people that you have already met, or that are like right in front of you, as potential romantic partners, because maybe you don't see them as people who could turn your life around or change your life, or maybe you don't see them as people where you felt like love at first sight, but maybe you have already met potential matches, people you could spend the rest of your life with, but you didn't consider them as that because maybe, as I said, it didn't feel like love at first sight, or it didn't feel profound, or they don't look like the sorts of people that could improve your life. We have the wedding card here. Like, I don't know if you're wanting a love that feels unreal, or that feels like a fairy tale, and it might be like the right person for you might be something more ordinary, but that doesn't mean it would be any less of a special kind of love, or profound. But if you're looking for someone extraordinary, you might be missing ordinary people right in front of you who could actually be the right match for you. This is a message that is like the missing puzzle piece to your story. What is the advice, please, for pile 1? The Hanged Man. Don't like make love everything. Don't like place more importance on having a romantic relationship than you do on other types of relationships, like friendships or family relationships. You may be making You may be blowing romantic relationships out of proportion, like there may be too much focus on them. This is something that is the missing puzzle piece to your story. The Hanged Man, the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Wands, what is the advice, please, for pile 1? Five of Wands. I don't know if I don't know if there's a part of you that has told yourself that it's hard to find love, or that love doesn't come easily for you, that like romantic partners don't come easily for you. I don't know if this is a sort of a perspective you've got yourself into, or a feeling. Like the advice is to try to, with the Hanged Man, shift your perspective and try to tell yourself a new story. Try to tell yourself that love and romantic relationships come easily for you. And don't let the pursuit of finding a romantic relationship feel like hard work, or don't turn it into like a job or a battle. It should be something that happens naturally. It should be something that isn't forced. So with the Knight of Swords, I almost get maybe affirmations might help you. Try to tell a new story about what is possible for you in love, and try to tell yourself the story that love can come easily to you and doesn't have to be a battle or like a job. And definitely try not to make it a job. This is the advice. Try not to force it with the Ten of Wands and the Five of Wands here. There is somebody out there for you who is the right person, and it doesn't have to be hard for you to find them. You're no less likely to find the right romantic partner than anybody else. It's just as likely for you as it is for other people. Okay, I feel like that's all the messages I'm getting here, so I think I will end the reading here. I hope you found this helpful and interesting. If you would like to book a private reading with me so I can look into this or maybe something else, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Tarot, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. I will say goodbye to you here though, Pile 1. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hi Pile 2, if you chose the second stone, the calcite, let's get into your reading and see what the missing puzzle piece is from your story. So you chose an oracle deck, so I will start with your oracle cards. For Pile 2, please, what is the missing puzzle piece from Pile 2's life story, please? What is the missing puzzle piece? Authentic. What is the missing puzzle piece from Pile 2's life story, please, or Pile 2's life? Be confident. size. What is the missing puzzle piece from pile 2's life story? Sorry, I'll hold this up for you because it's small print. Can we have 5 cards from this deck, please? What is the missing puzzle piece from pile 2's life? Thank you. We have the 5 of Cups. The 8 of Wands. The 2 of Cups. Can we have just 2 more cards, please? The 3 of Swords. Can we have 1 more card, please? Nine of Swords. There's a part of you that got left behind in childhood, or it could be adolescence, it feels more like childhood, that has been affecting your relationships. It looks like with the 2 of Cups here and the 3 of Swords, you may have had some repeatedly painful experiences in relationships. This could be mostly romantic relationships, but it could be any kind of relationships, like friendships or relationships with your family or professional relationships. The missing puzzle piece is that due to something that happened in childhood, a part of you got sort of stuck, left behind in childhood, and it's been trying to, this part of you that got left behind has been trying to communicate with you through patterns that have been occurring in relationships. So I feel like in this group, your relationships are like really a mirror for something. They have something that has been a repeated pattern in relationships that is unwanted, is mirroring back to you a version of yourself that has been, an aspect of yourself that has been left behind, that you have, that's got stuck back in time. A truth. And because of this part of you, this aspect of you that got stuck back in time, because you disconnected from it, or it's maybe subconscious, it's like your soul is wanting to be whole again. And this part of you has been trying to reconnect to you and communicate with you through your relationships, through things that happen in your relationships, through the people you're in relationships with. So we have the authentic card here. I don't know if it feels like maybe what happened in childhood is that you learnt that you couldn't be yourself. And maybe your relationships have been calling for you to be yourself. Or to figure out who you are. So whatever challenges you've experienced in your relationships, the challenges have been there to help you to figure out who you are, like authentically, who the true you is, and they've been forcing you to be put in a position where you either choose to be yourself or choose to disown yourself again, or aspects of yourself. So this is the missing puzzle piece to the story. And with the size card here, I wonder if you've had failed relationships. Maybe because you weren't able you felt like you couldn't be yourself in relationships, or maybe because when you were yourself, the relationship fell apart, because maybe you learned in childhood that you couldn't be yourself and have other people too. Maybe you learned that in order to be liked and be loved, you had to be different, be someone that you're not. You couldn't be yourself. So maybe what happened is, in your relationships, when you are yourself, the relationship fails because the other person is incapable of accepting you. So what these failures or difficulties in relationships are calling for is for you to heal this feeling that you can't be authentic and have love and acceptance, like needing to, these whatever patterns you've experienced in relationships, it's been calling for you to become aware of this belief that you can't be yourself and be accepted. And it's been putting you in a position where you repeat the same wound that you had from childhood so that you can heal it, so that you can kind of come to the perspective that maybe I can be myself and be loved. Like, what's the reason why I can't be myself and be accepted? What part of me do I think can't be loved? So these are the questions you should be asking yourself to stop this pattern that's been repeating in relationships. And again, this doesn't have to be romantic relationships. It can be any kind of relationship. It could be happening in the workplace. It could be happening with your family. It could be happening with your friends. So the question you should ask yourself is, what part of me or what parts of me do I think can't be loved and accepted, and why do I think that? And if you start to question the belief, you can start to invalidate it and create a new belief that maybe there's nothing wrong with the true you, and and start to conceptualize of people being able to contain all of you and love you as who you are, for who you are. Like, you need to start envisioning that and imagining why that's not possible. And when you start to ask, like, why do I think that's not possible, you'll start to see that there's no actual valid reason for why people wouldn't be able to love and approve of you as your authentic self. And then you'll be able to set forth a new belief and a new feeling that actually I can be authentic and I can have relationships. Okay, I feel like that's all the messages I'm getting from this spread, so I think I will end the reading here. I hope you found this helpful and interesting. If you would like to book a private reading with me so I can look into this or maybe something else, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also, check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Tarot, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. I will say goodbye to you here though, Pile 2. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hi Pile 3, if you chose the third stone, the pyrite, let's get into your reading and see what is the missing puzzle piece from your story, from your life story. For Pile 3, please, can we have 5 cards from this deck? What is the missing puzzle piece from Pile 3's story, please? We have the 7 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, what is the missing puzzle piece from Pile 3's story? This one wants to come out. The 4 of Swords, the Magician. Can we have one more card from this deck, please? What is the missing puzzle piece from Pile 3's story? And the Judgment card. Okay. Let's pull your Oracle cards. Can we have one card from this deck, please? What is the missing puzzle piece from pile 3's story. Creative. It's like I want to say you're in the wrong place or something. I'm hearing the word misplaced. Deep feelings. What is the missing puzzle piece? Soldier. Creative, deep feelings, and soldier. Okay, let me sit with this for a second. It feels like the missing puzzle piece is that it feels like you're putting your energy towards something that you're not passionate about or that you don't feel anything for. This could be in work, this could be your life in general. Like, it feels like the missing puzzle pieces that you're not fighting for what you want. You're not putting your energy towards getting what you want, creating the life that you want. You may be putting your energy towards things that don't really matter to you or that you don't feel passionate about. There's also, with this soldier card here, the missing puzzle piece also has to do with something that you're trying to protect. It's almost like a defensive energy that I'm getting. You're very protective. I think of someone. Is this yourself? The missing puzzle piece has to do with the fact that you feel as though you need to be the protector of someone. It could, and this person could be yourself. I feel like there's something you're passionate about, and you feel there's something you're passionate about that you feel very strongly about, that matters to you really deeply. And I feel like you feel as though you need to defend this thing that means a lot to you. Like, it's like a part of you feels like if people were to find out that this thing mattered to you, that you would have to defend yourself or protect yourself or explain yourself. I wonder if the reason why you're not taking action towards what matters to you is because you feel like it's very vulnerable or it's a very sensitive thing for you, and like you feel as though maybe if you put this out into the world and openly did what mattered to you, maybe you feel like it could be vulnerable to people criticizing or not understanding. And so maybe this is why, this could be subconscious, but maybe this is why you're not doing the thing, like taking action towards the things that really matter to you, that you're passionate about, or going after the things that you want. I feel like you have the soul of an artist, and I feel like you're probably very sensitive, and something's very sacred to you. And I think a part of you feels like it's better not to pursue this thing or put it out into the world, because at least if I'm not doing anything with it, it's safe. It's safe from criticism. It means so much to me. It's such a part of who I am, my essence, that I feel the need to protect it from the outside world. And that's why I'm not acting on it. So this is somehow I feel like you have a protector personality, which is very defensive. And it might be causing you to push people away or push opportunities away. What is the advice, please, for pile 3? Like, I feel generally you maybe are quite solo or quite alone. Because I think you're really sensitive, really sensitive. And I think you're just generally don't want criticism, don't want judgment. And it feels like this is causing you to push things away. People, opportunities, so that you can feel safe. So if you feel like alone or lonely, or if you feel like you alienate people, or it's hard to get close to people, or if you feel like life doesn't bring you anything, it might be because a part of you is pushing things away so that you can feel like to guard yourself. This is the missing puzzle piece to your story. What is the advice, please, for pile 3? Can we have 5 cards from this deck? If you think you don't have interests or a passion, you do. With the creative card here, you do. You may have disconnected from it, but there's something that matters a lot to you. That's like a part of your essence. It's like you can't separate it from your identity. That's how much it means to you. And it may be something creative. What is the advice for pile 3? We have the 8 of Cups. What is the advice, please? Can we have 4 more cards? That's too many. Can we have 4 more cards from this deck? Eight of Cups, the 10 of Cups. Two of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you're very guarded. Like I feel maybe you don't open up much. There's like this message that there are people who desperately want to connect to you and to love you and to... this could be your family here with the 10 of Cups. It's like been a long time since you've been touched, since you've been had like intimacy, like love, like closeness. There's like, the advice is more coming through in the form of a message, which is that there are people who desperately want to get to know you and to have a relationship with you. It doesn't, could be any kind of relationship. And it's like there's like this message, which is that you don't have to forfeit your identity in order to have relationships, be loved. The advice may be to Share more of yourself so that people can get to know you. People can't love you and approve of you if you don't offer anything up. Like, there's a part of you that wants to be touched by other people, and this could be this thing that means a lot to you, this creative thing, this artistic thing, and it's sort of like try to start sharing it with people so that you can experience it being loved and approved of and acknowledged. Share more about who you are, what your identity with the Queen of Wands here. This could be with your family or with people that you work with, or Ten of Cups can talk about family, but it can talk about career as well, the 10th house. It's like the advice is more coming through in the form of this message, which is know that there are people who really want to get to know you and want to love you if you let them. Okay, I feel like that's all the messages I'm getting from this spread, so I think I will end the reading here. I hope you found this helpful and interesting. If you would like to book a private reading with me so I can look into this or maybe something else, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Tarot, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. I will say goodbye to you here though, Pile 3. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hi Pile 4, if you chose the 4th stone, the pink jasper, let's get into your reading and see what the missing puzzle piece is from your story. For Pile 4, please, what is the missing puzzle piece from your story? From Pile 4's life story, please. Can we have 5 cards from this deck? The Magician. Queen of Cups. What is the missing puzzle piece from Pile 4's story, please? This one wants to come out. The 8 of Swords. I was hearing something about covering something up. Well, can we have 2 more cards, please? What is the missing puzzle piece from Pile 4's story? King of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Okay, let's pull your oracle cards. Let go. Success is yours. We have 1 card from this deck, please. What is the missing puzzle piece from Pile 4's life story? Faithfulness. Like, don't forget where you came from, or don't be ashamed of where you came from or your beginnings. Like, that's what I was getting about covering up. I don't know if you feel like you need to cover up the truth about who you really are or your beginnings, like the kind of maybe this is like the kind of family you come from or the kind of background you come from. Like, don't cover up the truth of your story. Don't try to whitewash your story or sanitize your story, your history, your past. You can be successful regardless of where you've come from. And don't feel like in order to succeed you have to pretend, you have to cover up your history or your past or embellish your past or something, the truth of your past. I don't know if you think that if people knew the truth about your past or where you've come from or how your life started out, whether you think they wouldn't approve of you or that maybe you wouldn't succeed socially in terms of status. I don't know if status comes into play here. Like, the messages with the faithful card here: be true to who you are and be honest about who you are and where you've come from, like your beginnings. You can succeed. The key to succeeding is embracing the full story, not covering up parts of your story, like being authentic. Try not to develop a complex or something. This is the missing puzzle piece to your story. You will succeed when you can feel proud of who you are and where you've come from and how you started out. Well, the key to success is being proud of where you come from and where you started out and your past. And the key to longevity of success for you is honesty and transparency and embracing every aspect of your story. The good, the bad, the bits. Don't cover anything up or feel like you need to hide things. It's like your past doesn't have to determine your future. I don't know if some of you want to forget aspects of your past because you think it might prevent you from manifesting the future that you want, but it won't. The missing puzzle piece is to know that your past doesn't have to determine your future or prevent you from having the future that you want and carving out the career path that you want for yourself. So let go of any shame or sadness or anything you carry like that regarding yourself or your story, your past, your background, and be proud. That's how I would read this. This can also be talking about longevity in not just career or in life and like the material sense of life, but also longevity in relationships or maybe a specific relationship. Like, don't, with the Eight of Swords here, don't hide aspects of the truth of either yourself or your background, your past from someone or certain people. Like, be transparent. Don't omit things or hide certain things or sanitize the truth. don't present like a sanitized version of yourself or your past, your history, your background to someone or certain people. Like, just be honest, because I feel like there are people, or there is someone specific who's capable of accepting you. And maybe this is something you don't see or don't believe. Like, there's someone or certain people who aren't going to care about your past or where you've come from or your background or the truth of who you are. Like, they're going to love you no matter what, or accept you no matter what. So you don't need to hide certain things or omit certain things or make certain things look or sound better about yourself or about your past. Like, the key to longevity in relationships is honesty. That's also another message coming through about the missing puzzle piece to your story. Okay, I feel like that's all the messages I'm getting from this spread, so I think I will end the reading here. That was short and sweet. I hope you found this helpful and interesting. If you would like to book a private reading with me so I can look into this or maybe something else, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also, check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Tarot, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. I will say goodbye to you here though, Pile 4. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye.